What is going on YouTube? This is MintyJosh19 and welcome back to my channel. So I hope you all had a good weekend. I hope it was eventful. For me it was. I got all my gutters hooked up and all that. But anyway, in this GTA Online video I'm going to be making for you all another cop car. This is going to be one of 3 videos I'm going to do today. And this time we're going to be making the Dukes of Hazzard Sheriff's car. And if you guys have seen my previous videos, you'll know I made the General Lee, as well as a Junkyard General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard. Well, when the cop cars launched, I was looking for some more ideas on what kind of cop cars to make, and I finally remembered I never made the sheriff's car. So that is what we are actually going to be doing today. So, this car is driven by Sheriff Roscoe, and in the first season he drives a 1974 Dodge. I don't even know how to say this. Or a 1970 Dodge Polara. In the first 2 seasons, he has a 1974 5 AMC Matador and a 76 Plymouth Fury. So he drives a bunch of different cars throughout the TV series and the movies. I think there's actually some commercial where the original Duke boys actually it wasn't even in a TV show, it's just in a commercial, but they actually were driving the General Lee up against a modern day Charger. So I guess you can kind of count as he was driving like a brand new Charger. I really don't count that, as it was just a commercial. So
you're through to your garage. You need me to bring you a ride? I'll get back to it.
So currently, there's 2 cars that would be perfect for this build. They're both cop cars, and they both can be found at a Warstock Cash and Carry. The first being the Impaler LX Cruiser. It's basically like a 1980s cop car, and it costs $3,600,000, so it's pricey. The second one's even more expensive. It is the Greenwood Cruiser, and this is going to cost you $3,682,500. Keep in mind that each one has this little side note that says, please note this vehicle can only be modified in properties you own and has a resale value of $0. So if you buy it, you're basically stuck with it because you can't sell it. But in this build, I'm going to be using the Greenwood Cruiser. You might have seen this car a bunch of times. I've made the blue and white car, the blue and white sheriff's car from Rambo 1. I've used it a bunch of times. There it is. So
okay, I got stuff to do.
I'm using this car because the overall shape of the car that I'm going to be using, it looks very similar to this car. So we're gonna get out of that. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use it. So this is the Greenwood Cruiser, and as I said before, it can only be modified at properties you own. Keep in mind, as soon as you enter the vehicle, usually Vincent will call you about some mission. You can press right on the D-pad if you want to do it, or you just don't press anything at all if you don't want to do it. So, but the cop cars are interesting because they actually have dispatch missions, And when you press the left analog stick, you get the sirens. You have your standard. Press and hold it, you get this one. You double tap it, and you get this one. So, but in the meantime, once you get to a property you own, whether it's your mobile operations center, arena war workshop, CEO garage, auto shop, any place you own, you just have to go in and customize it. So these cars are actually pretty easy to modify. So basically we're going to go right down the list. Armor upgrade 100%. This is going to cost you around $40,000 to $45,000. Maybe even $50,000 depending on the car. And it's can be unlocked at rank 100. The body trim. So this is that line that goes across the front fenders, the rear doors, and the rear fenders. To delete it will probably be about $1,000. I got rid of it just because I didn't like it. Brakes, race brakes. It's going to cost you around $30,000 to $40,000. Engine upgrade, EMS upgrade level 4. This is going to cost you around $25,000 to $45,000. I'm guessing. Exhaust, stock exhaust, obviously. The hood. So the hood has some really weird options. You can have the stop, or you can have the police signs on it for $3,000 and $5,000. But for this build, you just want to use the stock hood. Lights, headlights. You can go with the xenon lights, which will add like a bluish, whitish tint to it. This item can be unlocked at rank 21. It's going to cost you $7,500. I like the stock headlights because they look a little bit older, and this is an older style car. The library I'll get to in a bit. Police equipment. Searchlights. So there's multiple searchlights you can have. You can have dual raised, dual not raised. Right now though, you're going to want to use driver side raised searchlight. This is going to add the driver side one raised. The passenger side one's going to be down, and it's going to cost you $7,800. The push bar. For the push bar, you just want to add the basic push bar on the front of it. It's going to cost you around $10,000. And then emergency lighting. So this is going to be the lights on top. You can have no emergency lighting. You can have custom, which will add the little red thing in the dashboard. Custom emergency lighting 2 is a little cherry that they call it. This one has little red flashing lights. This one has the flashing lights along with the little cherry for custom lighting 4. Custom lighting 5 is your vintage red and blue lights. Custom lighting 6 adds the red and blue lights, the siren with the red flashing lights. But for this build, you want to use custom lighting 7. This is going to cost you around $3,000. It adds 3 blue and 3 red on each side that spin around in circles. Respray. So for this build, you want to use classic. You want to use frost white or ice white. I'm going to go with frost white.
Look at that.
And then same with the secondary color. Classic, frost white, or ice white. I'm going to use frost white for this build. And then, as I said before, if you were to sell the vehicle, you won't get anything for it. That's why there's a big 0 there. Suspension, you want to keep the stock suspension. Transmission, race transmission. This is going to cost you around $40,000, $35,000 to $45,000. Turbo tuning. Now, turbo tuning is the same for every car, no matter what car it is, whether it's a moped, a cop car, truck, or a supercar, sports car. $50,000 is going to be the limit. The wheels, you just want to keep the stock wheels for this build. Well, actually, you don't want to keep the stock wheels because of white walls. For this build, you want to go down to muscle, And you want to use the classic rod for this build. Then you want to paint them black. And then tire attachments, bulletproof tires. This is very important because people will tend to shoot your tires out. This item can be unlocked at level 20, and it's going to cost you around $25,000. Actually, it is going to cost you $25,000. So that's the same for every car. What's next? And the last thing are the windows. You don't need to tint any of the windows if you don't want to. I'm not going to do that. And as I said before, the library. So the library, you want to use this one here. The LSPD, Del Perro PD Sheriff's, the Sheriff logo. This one will work along with the LSPD Rockford Hills PD. We also have stealth version of the LSPD, but that won't work because it's all black. We do have the Sheriff Patrol stealth. And then if you really want to make it, you can make it a beater car like this. But the one you're definitely going to want to use, even the airport PD would work. But the one you definitely want to use is the LSPD Del Perro PD. This is going to cost you $25,080. Or the Rockford Hills PD will add $24,510. But you want to use this one. And there you have it. That is how you make Sheriff Roscoe's patrol car from Dukes of Hazzard. Eventually it will load. So there you go. We got the classic white paint job. We got the classic rim look, the vintage basic brush guard on it, and we have the classic lights. It came out looking... Wait a minute! That's my doppelganger! That's my doppelganger! Oh, I'm in passive mode, I forgot! That is legit my doppelganger! I've never expected I would actually see my doppelganger. Oh, I can't believe I was in passive mode. Oh, that is... Ugh. Before I fight my doppelganger. Oh! Crap. I have never in my life expected me to see my doppelganger today. Let alone for her to be wearing the bail enforcement agent uniform. That's kind of weird. Well, there you have it. Now that I've seen everything that this year's Halloween has to offer. I got to see the haunted tornado car, the haunted dreadnought flamethrower truck. I saw the slasher clown thing right here last night, and now I just got to see that. So that was unexpected. But anyway, So that's how you make the Roscos car from Dukes of Hazzard. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I was not expecting to see my doppelganger, but oh well. In the meantime, I hope y'all had a good weekend. I know tomorrow's Monday, it stinks, but you know we have to work, so. In the meantime, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you have any other cop cars or movie cars you want me to make. I will see about making them. And don't forget, Thanksgiving is this coming week. Or not this coming week, what am I saying? Later this month, at the end of the month. So, yep, I hope you all have a good Thanksgiving and a good week, and I will see you all next time. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Instagram, and Snapchat. I usually try and live stream on Twitch at least an hour to 2 hours a night. Right now, I'm usually live streaming Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Mostly Infected, although sometimes I'll do Team Deathmatch. So, yep, I will see you all next time. Later.